Hey everybody, it's Nicole again with Pampered Chef. So I'm coming to you live again from my kitchen to talk about the new spring 2022 products. So I have all them out and I told you that I'd unbox with you. So I personally have not even unboxed any of this stuff. Me and Brad just took this cooker out. I did talk about the skillet a while ago, so we'll talk about that in a second. I'm actually have you on my big camera tonight, so I cannot see comments. I'll definitely come back. So again, I'd love to know what your new favorite product is, obviously, and what you're excited about. So first and foremost, I wanted to start with our taste buds, okay? So this is not a new product, but this actually just came in, so I want to talk about these. Our taste buds for the month is, they come with 3 recipes, you get 3 seasonings, and then you also get an additional card on how to use these mixes more than just these recipes, because they're giving you enough seasoning to try different stuff and not just that one recipe, okay? So these are delivered to your door once a month, okay? I love these because there's so many different recipes that we typically don't have. And most of y'all know it's everybody's household. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. And then you end up doing the same thing every week, okay? All I hear is hamburgers, spaghetti, taco night. Everything has the same thing every week, okay? So this month's taste buds, okay, was Italian chicken panini with garlic rub. So this is the garlic rub, okay? We also got Southwest chili mix, and that came with the new chili mix that we sell. I'm excited about this. I'm actually going to be making this next week. And then we have a tomato soup with grilled cheese croutons. Did y'all hear me say grilled cheese croutons? So you're actually making those, okay? And they actually go in the soup, okay? Now, in addition to that, you're going to get this additional card that on the back of here, it's going to give you some ideas. So example, the chili mix is how to make super sloppy joes, chili cheese dip, and a fajita, flavorful fajita veggies. Our garlic rub, we're going to teach you how to do garlic butter pizza sliders, great green beans, and garlic deviled eggs. Yo, that sounds good. I've never done garlic and eggs. And the sweet basil rub, which is one of my favorites. I love that sweet basil rub. Is bread dipping oils, quick bruschetta, and a simple caprese salad. Okay, so y'all, this right here is 3, 6, 9, 10, 12 recipes. Okay, 12 recipes and 3 seasonings. So if you have not purchased these, I'm going to highly recommend that you get those, okay? Because it is a surprise every month, okay? And actually, our subscribers can actually add on products each month. So Pampered Chef does give you an option that when you go in and sign in, that you can add certain products on each month, and that changes on a month-to-month basis, okay? All right, so I know that lots of y'all have been dying to see the new products. So first and foremost, if you did not see my last video, we have a new Baby Skillet, which is 8.5 stainless, non-stick stainless. So this is going to be in addition to our 10, 12, and our wok pan that we sell, okay? So we got this little baby I'm excited about that comes with a lid, okay? So we have that. I talked about this yesterday, I believe yesterday or the day before, is the Secret Center cake pan. So it does come with these 2 cake pans. Okay, you'll probably see me post some pictures the other day, and I get, oh, I can't do that, I'm not creative, y'all. The pans already do it for you, okay? So don't forget, we sell the Easy Accent Decorator to make everything look pretty, okay? And our decorative bags. So you have this. You also have this piece. If you want to be able to put like different fruits or M&Ms or Skittles or any of that stuff, you can do that in this piece. And then this center piece is if you want the center of your cake to fall out with stuff. Example, M&Ms, or if you're doing a gender reveal party, you can do the pink or blue, those kinds of things. So that is one of our new products, which is the Secret Center pan. We also have a new bread mix, okay, I should say cake mix, which is Dolce leche cake, okay. I have heard this is amazing. A lot of people have actually put that in here, and again, you can do your own frosting, but super easy. This, you're going to preheat your oven to 350. You're going to do 1 package of this, 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, vegetable oil, 2 eggs, and milk, okay? And again, if you are, you know, dairy-free, those kinds of things, you can use your alternates in there. And then it's also going to tell you if you're using glass or metal, what your temperature and what your pans need to be, okay? So I'm sure you probably want to rack up on this. So speaking of cakes, I know that I'm going to have a lot of excited people, okay? Because I get asked this all the time, and I have to say, I don't understand where Pampered Chef and we don't sell a 9x13 pan with a lid, okay? That is not stoneware. So I am happy to announce, look, see, y'all get to see me make the mess and all that good stuff. Thought it'd be fun to unbox it. is our new bakeware. So this matches our Tiffany blue, all of our pans, muffin pans, all that stuff. So you have a 9x13, and then you also have the lid that goes with it as well, okay? Now you have to remind yourself, y'all, this lid does not go in the dishwasher. Dishwasher or in the oven. It's gonna melt, okay? So it fits right over top of it. And it actually, what I do again love, hooks over those handles, okay? So you don't have to worry about that lid coming off. And then just a couple reminders. No aerosol spray in here, no dishwasher, no metal utensils, okay? Make sure that y'all get some of our favorite non-line spatulas. We have black and teal, okay? So make sure y'all get those to use in here, okay? They're super cheap. So make sure you take advantage of those as well. So I know I'm going to have some happy people about this pan, okay? But just a couple reminders, no dishwashers on this, okay? So that's our next product. And then we talked about this earlier. I made dinner. I have some pictures to show y'all too. We made the scampi tonight. So these are seasoning packs that we're selling. We're going to give you the directions on the back for your, your meats, your pastas, your vegetables, whatever you need to add. So these come in a pack of 3. So this is your scampi. And then we also have pad thai. So this is our next meal that we're going to do is the pad thai. Okay, I've heard this is amazing. Okay, and a couple of things on this is you're going to add this over chicken again and again. If you want to do shrimp or any type of meat, you can do that. This is water meal mix, soy sauce, and then of course your chicken, and then stuff that you can add will be like rice noodles, which is what I used tonight for dinner. Eggs, bell pepper, lime, cilantro, and peanuts. Okay. This is actually a lot of seasoning in here too, by the way, okay? So these are going to be new for our pantry line as well. I am excited about this garlic Parmesan olive oil, okay? So I am super excited about this. So those of y'all know garlic Parmesan is one of my favorite. So we're going to add that to the line. I've already heard that we need to sell this in a gallon, okay? Brad tasted it earlier. He said it's really good. And then we also have, and I've heard this is really good, is a basil infused olive oil as well. So it's going to have that basil flavor to it, okay? And just a couple of things. Both of these do not, like this one right here is nothing but olive oil and basil, okay? And this one, of course, has olive oil, champagne vinegar, garlic Parmesan. It has salt, powdered cellulose for caking, and then oregano and basil, okay? So they're actually really clean, y'all. Okay, so those are 2 of our new infused oils. Then we also have a stainless steel egg separator. Y'all may have seen me post this today. I've had a ton of people ask me in a call, how come y'all don't have an egg separator? We used to sell an egg separator. Now this is new. This is actually a little bit bigger than the old one. Actually, this whole piece is actually bigger. But it does have silicone handles on both sides, and it actually, that batter bowl or stainless bowl will fit right over top of it. So if you're having to do those egg separators, you're definitely going to want that egg separator. Okay, so that's going to be the egg separator. I'm a little excited about this. So this is called an oil and vinegar dispenser. Okay, now you will want 2 of these. Because I did a couple of training videos and they did say you probably do not want to mix the oil and vinegar together. You want to keep it separately. I love the color, okay? This is a glass jar, and I know that this is very hard for y'all to see on here, but there's measurements on here, okay? And this little button that you push in measures it for you. So I know that y'all see me open this drawer all the time and pull out these measuring spoons, okay? To measure oil and vinegar and those kinds of things. I'm excited about this because all I have to do is squeeze, and I have my measurements right here. And it has measurements 1, 2, and 3 teaspoons. And it has milliliters on the other side if you need that. So this will measure up to 3 teaspoons, okay? So I'm in love with this, okay? You just squeeze and then you pour, okay? So you're definitely going to get 2 of these if you are an oil and vinegar fan. I'm going to highly recommend that you get 2 of those instead of just the 1, because they did say that you don't want to keep them together mixed up, okay? I think it's one thing if you're going to use it all at the same time, but you don't want to keep it mixed up like that, okay? So I'm excited about that. Our next one is called our spider strainer. I think a lot of people are going to be excited about this. Those of y'all that do a lot of pastas and all different kinds of stuff in your hands, this is what you're going to love. Okay, look at that big old spider spike. Okay, that thing's huge. Okay, so that is part of that, and that matches this a little bit. It's a little girly. All right, got that. Get this. Oh, these cut and store containers, okay? So this is pretty cool. So you have a cutting board on one side and your regular lid to put on your bowls. Now these do come in a set of 2, okay? So you can actually cut on this, store, and put the lid on. Okay, so these are pretty cool, y'all. Now these are very, very hard plastic. They're not glass, okay? So they're able to be stacked on top of each other, so you can have multiple sets of these as well, okay? So it's pretty cool for you to be able to cut, serve, and store all in the same bowls, okay? So again, these are pretty cool too. So you're probably gonna want more than 2 of these, but they do come 2 of them with the lids, okay? So that is our next one. Then we have our new strainer. I think a lot of people's gonna be excited about this. We have our 5.5 quart stainless strainer, okay? So this is big. This is silicone on the bottom, and it has your grippers at the top for you to be able to hold that. And then at the bottom, if y'all notice, this part sits up. So if you're in your sink, you do not want the bottom part of this sitting in your sink, okay? Because then you're getting bacteria and stuff in your food right there. So that if y'all notice, a lot of our bowls have this on the bottom for that reason. This strainer does not replace our colanders that we have, which is our stainless colanders, because those holes are way more smaller than this, okay? So just a couple of rules there. Y'all can see we have very big holes up here at the top, and y'all, they look like paper chef spoons. Okay, so it's pretty cool. And then you have your regular in here. So this is actually a 5 quart, okay? So we have that as well. Running out of room over here, y'all. And then we have some cool new storage bags, okay? Some of y'all may already have these. I know a lot of stores sell them. I've seen them at Belk. I've seen them at Target. And they are the reusable, like Ziploc bags, okay? If y'all see these, so you can actually store your sandwiches in here, fruit, vegetables, whatever. I will tell you that the Ziploc on this is like super thick. It's probably about that thick, okay? Like when you push it in, you can feel it. So way different from your normal Ziploc bag. These are dishwasher safe, so that's the good thing. I also heard to clean these is to turn them inside outwards because they clean well, okay, in your dishwasher. And of course, if you're just hand washing them, just make sure that you stand them up like this in your dish drain for them, you know, for the water to drain out, okay? So this is the medium size. We also have a small and a large. Here's a little, this is like a little green color, okay? So this is the small one. And then this is the large one, okay? I think it's orange, yeah. So this one's orange, so y'all can see how big that is, okay? So you have all 3 sizes. And again, that band on that's probably about that thick, so you know that you're super sealed, as I should say, okay? So those are our new, I should say, Ziploc bags, reusable, okay, that you can rewash and keep reusing, okay? So it's pretty cool. I'm excited about these. I use a lot of Ziploc bags, okay? And especially in your refrigerator, if y'all think about it, this is way less storage than containers, okay? Especially if you have one of those side-by-side refrigerators where you don't have no storage anyway. So you have a lot of storage, much easier storage with these, I should say, okay? All right, now for the last thing. Now, I will tell you, some of y'all may have already seen some other consultants show the new products, talk about the new products. Unfortunately, we have an entire line of utensils that came out as well, but there is some manufacturing issues with those. So they're not going to sell those. They are going to be in the book, but unfortunately they're not going to be for sale right now, okay? So if you've seen me post about our utensils that we're leaving, they are actually going to stay. Unfortunately, they won't be in the catalog because the catalog's already been printed, but they will be available until while supplies last. So until they sell out, they'll be in the catalog, you know, until we get those new ones. The new ones are officially supposed to be back in the September catalog, so we'll see if that happens. But the very last thing that I want to talk about is the new updated, this is called a multi-cooker. Okay, so I'm going to move this back here with me. So this is called the new multi-cooker, okay? So I know some of y'all, I should say deluxe multi-cooker. And y'all know we have a pressure cooker now. Love my pressure cooker. I have 2 of those bad boys. Love them, use them all the time because it makes cooking so much easier. I love to just dump and leave, okay? I'm not having to watch it. I love using it at shows. Reason being, is people are amazed that you literally can just pour it in and walk away, okay? So this does a little bit more than your current pressure cooker, okay? So what I tell people is, if you already have a pressure cooker, this is a pressure cooker and does a lot of the same things, but there are some new added stuff. And I say this, it's kind of like your cell phone, y'all. We have to update these things to add new products and new, add new features to them. When it comes to that. So if you just bought a pressure cooker, please don't feel like you have to sell it to get this, but this is a great addition to it because you are doing a little bit more things with this one, okay? I am going to keep one of my pressure cookers and keep this because there are some times that I have two pressure cookers going at the same time, okay? So first and foremost, on the back of here is a little different, okay? So we have a power button, so you do not push, you just push that in. There's actually a power button right there. And then you also have your hooks in here in the back. And for your cord, so you can actually be able to pull that. And these cords actually look a little bit bigger than the other one, okay? But your power switch is back here in the back, so that's pretty cool. There is no power switch on the current one, okay? That's something new, so we've got that in the back too. And I love the hooks in the back for the cord because the current one doesn't have that in there, okay? The lid is a little bit different as well. We still have the pressure where the pressure comes out, and you still have your indicator for when it's under pressure, but the button to release the pressure is actually right here in the front, okay? So I'm actually going to zoom in, okay? I'm going to bring this a little closer to you all, and I'm going to come up and tell y'all about it. I'll bring it back up now. Okay. And just a reminder, you're going to get your cooking guide with this, okay? And just a couple of things that I want to make sure I'm still in here, that I want to make sure that you read this from start to finish. A lot of people struggle with this because they just like, oh, I'll figure it out. Y'all, when it comes to a pressure cooker, you really need to read the directions, okay? So read your book, okay? It will come with the cooking guide, and then the very beginning of your cooking guide, obviously, it's going to tell you your pages. This is also going to tell you all of what's on here, okay? So once again, we have 16 presets, okay? They're all listed here for you. I'm going to read them out to you. We have a custom button, just like we do our other one. We have sear, we have egg. We'll talk about that in a second. Poultry, beef, pork, seafood, white rice, whole grains. We have soup, beans, dessert, steam, slow cook. I will tell you what's different on the slow cook is our prior cooker has a slow cook option, but it only cooks high for 4 hours, okay? This option is 8 hours now. So you have a 4-hour option, you have an 8-hour option, and you have low and high, okay? So that's what's different as well. We also, so this is what I think a lot of people are excited about. I don't know if you know what sous vide means, but it is a very slow cooking process, and meaning you have to be home because it's like a 2 to 3 hour, cook time, which it's in here cooking. You're not having to do anything. But it's a little different process when it comes to that. It actually, everybody has said that when you cook your chicken, your pork chops, your steaks, they are amazing, okay? And a lot of y'all may see that. Typically, it's a device that you would buy and stick in like a stainless pot or something when you're cooking, okay? When it comes to that. So that's one of our brand new options on this to use as well. So I cannot wait to use this for steaks. We love steaks. And chicken, it's one of those things we can take or leave. We eat it, but it's always, it's dry or it's this. So everybody says it's super juicy. I've seen a lot of pictures, so we can't wait to use that. You also have a yogurt button. We did not have a yogurt button last time, so we're going to teach you how to make your own homemade yogurt and put that in there. And then there's also the sterilize. I am excited about that button, okay? Most of y'all probably know I make a lot of jams and jellies and all butters and all that stuff. And I have to sterilize my jars before I fill them. Normally, I run them through the dishwasher if I'm doing a ton and making them and those kinds of things. But if I just need 1 or 2 jars, I am excited that I can just put that in here and sterilize. This is not for canning, okay? Unfortunately, this is not a canner, so you're going to still have to have your canner or do it old school. I do a lot of hot water baths because I'm not doing normal foods. I'm just doing jams and jellies is typically what I'm doing. So you have your cancel button down here at the bottom, which is the X that y'all see right here. And this little cloud that you see at the bottom is the new button that you actually push to release the steam. So those of y'all that had the prior cooker, y'all know that button was right here, okay? So now the button's here and your pressure still comes out up here, okay? So that's, some cool deals. It does come with the wire rack. So we're here. So whoops, so it's coming with this wire rack, okay? And then I also love the carrying handles are still on the side, so you're going to have those carrying handles. And then for the lid, it does make that same noise, but I don't know if y'all can see this. This piece right here, look at this. Voila. So now we have somewhere to put our lid, okay? So the lid actually fits on the side right there. You are going to have your gasket on the inside of here too. Just a reminder that does pull out, so you can throw that in the dishwasher and those kinds of things. So you'll be able to do that as well, okay? So those are kind of all your different features and stuff that it does. Now I'm going to kind of go through the cooker, I guess I should say the book itself. But that kind of lets you know where everything is, the on and off switch, your steam release. This is your pressure indicator. It's hard for you to see, but there's a little red button there, and you'll be able to see that there, okay? The center display, when you plug this in, let me tell you what I'm excited about. It actually shows you the pressure level, and it also shows you the cooking level. So you won't ask me, oh my God, Nicole, I don't think this is working, and I promise you it's working, okay? But it's going to give you that little dial of when it's, you know, first started, halfway done, almost done, okay? I think a lot of people will be excited about that, okay, when it comes to that. So control buttons that we talked about, we kind of went over that, and you do have your turn thing right here, just like we do on our other ones, air fryer, the whole 9 yards. Same, excuse me, the same exact way, okay? A couple of things on the presets is everything when you do the preset, y'all, it is already set for the temperature that it needs, and most of the time, okay? If there is a recipe that calls for a different time, you will just adjust the time, okay? Not the temperature, but the time when it comes to that, okay? So again, your book has that all in here, okay? A couple of things. We have the pressure. There's also a delay button, y'all. That's kind of exciting, okay? It lets you start the delay of cooking, okay? On the sear option, sous vide, yogurt, egg, and sterilize, okay? You also have the keep warm button. You have the circle indicator that we just talked about, which shows you the progress of preheating, cooking, and keeping your food warm at all times. You have your low, medium, and high temperatures now, which is exciting. We didn't have that last time. It was just a straight high. And those are going to be for sear, yogurt, and slow cook, okay? And then volume, brightness, temp, okay? Which means you can make this super bright, or if it's too bright for you, you can lower that down and the sound, okay? So that's exciting as well, okay? Now, which cooking method do I want? It's actually going to go through each pressure cook, slow cook, sous vide, depends on what you're personally cooking. And then your homemade yogurt, y'all, there's all kinds of recipes right here for the homemade yogurts. And I know a lot of people I have that eat yogurt, so it's going to be cool for you to make your own because obviously it makes a big batch. But you're able to make your own and not buy what's in the store because most of y'all know what you buy from the store. There's tons of ingredients that's in there. Okay, so it's very hard to find, you know, a good one that's not loaded with sugar and carbs. Getting started recipe, obviously. Easy peel hard-boiled eggs. This is the only way we cook eggs, okay? Even in our old cooker, y'all. I have not cooked eggs on this stovetop. First, I never cooked on the stovetop with eggs, okay? When it comes to bowl, they always go in that pressure cooker. Sous vide carrots. You have pressure cooker chicken Parmesan pasta, which is one of my favorite recipes as well. And once again, we're going to break everything down for meat and poultry in here for you. Your grains and rice, your bean legumes, your vegetables, meat and poultry. So you're going to have all that. Seafood, fruits and vegetables. And then we're going to get to recipes. So y'all, half of this book is really what all this does and how you use it, okay? So that's what I love about our appliances. We teach you how to use it and not just throw you some recipes, okay? Because you really need to know how to use it, so that way you could actually throw something else in there that might not be in a Pampered Chef, you know, catalog. We have pressure cooker steak chili. We have pressure cooker ribs. We'll tell you barbecue sauce. They look good. If y'all have never cooked ribs in a pressure cooker, they're amazing, by the way. Pressure cooker Tuscan bean soup. We have pressure cooker spaghetti. Y'all, if y'all ain't done spaghetti in there, it's really good too. Pressure cooker rice pudding. I probably will not be making that. I know a lot of people like that. That's not a fan of me, but you can have at it. Sous vide New York strip. Okay, I'm gonna show you this picture. This is what your steak and vegetables look like out of there. It always, everybody's steak looks just like that. It looks amazing. Okay. Now, of course, if you are medium, if you're well done, that kind of stuff, it has your temperatures for that as well. We have sous vide pork chops. We have sous vide salmon. If you're a salmon fan, we have sous vide fire roasted chicken and slow cooker butter chicken. Okay, so that is all your goodies that are in here. There's also a scan code so you can take your phone. Most of y'all know what that means now. When you go to a restaurant, you scan that and the menu comes up. This is kind of the same thing. That's actually going to take you for more online recipes and online versions. Okay, so you'll be able to have that. Do not forget, we always have a copy of this. So if this gets damaged, you can also replace it. I think it's like $2 or $3, or I can send you a digital copy as well. And that goes for any of our appliances. If you have the blender, the air fryer, the older pressure cooker, we have these in a PDF file, so if you need those, okay? And then the last thing is our silicone egg bites mold that goes in here. So those of y'all that might go to Starbucks, okay? I'm not a Starbucks girl. I don't even drink coffee, so that ain't my cup of tea, okay? But I know a lot of people who do, and I know a lot of people who go and spend a ton of money on these little egg bites, okay, that they sell. So guess what we have? We have this cute little thing to do your little egg bites in our new pressure cooker, okay? Now, I will tell you, all of your accessories from the pressure cooker do fit the new one and vice versa, if that makes sense, okay? So they can go both ways. It's the exact same size. It's still a 6-quart pan, so there's no difference there. The pan itself is the same. It's stainless, okay? So no different there. But I will tell you, the whole outside of this is bigger, okay? A little bit bigger than our other pressure cooker. Same height. Actually, it's probably just a tad bit shorter, but it is wider, I should say, okay? So that's another one of our favorites. Now, my friend Randy, most of y'all might know her from upstate New York. She has made these. I've seen a ton of people make these. This is going to be on my job, I should say, is to make these and see how they turn out. And the nice thing is you can put what you want, your vegetables, your cheese, your peppers, all that stuff, your spinach. You can throw all that stuff in there as well, okay? So I think I have covered everything tonight. I thank y'all for joining me. I'm sure I'll probably have comments. I'll definitely come back and read your comments. So I would love to know what you're excited about, what you like tonight. Do not forget we have a brand new catalog coming out. Yay! Tuesday. Okay. So we have a new catalog. We have the new season's best. Y'all know these are amazing recipes in here. So we kind of got, one of my favorites I think I'm about to try is this fried pickle dip. Okay. Y'all, that sounds so good, okay? So I'm excited to try that. I'm also excited to try this little cake mix in my new 9x13 cake pan, okay? But I would love to know what you're excited about, what you want in your kitchen. And do not forget, when you host with me in March, I am open for live shows. I would love to come do a live show for you and your friends. So please let me know, because I have limited dates available. I've got a ton of people who is booked. They're excited to see all the new products. I am partying online. Express parties, they last 20 minutes through Facebook Messenger, so super easy. I do Zoom parties, which is really no different what I'm doing here, but with you and your friends for an hour, okay? And then, of course, old school catalog. Here's your catalog, okay? And then don't forget, if you're not on social media, we do have that new platform to do that as well, okay? So thank y'all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the new spring products, and I will definitely see y'all soon. I will definitely be back in the office next week and get cooking some new recipes. And don't forget, I'm gonna offer a virtual new product release for myself, my customers, and I'll have some giveaways for that too. So hopefully you'll join that. I'll have a link for that soon, and I hope you'll have a great weekend. Bye.